Hey guys, welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today I am working on my Willow Creek save file and I am building a big mansion for a new Sims family, which is the Hobbs family. So let's get started. So first let me introduce the Hobbs family. So here they are. So Nicolette, who is the lady in the red dress, she married her boyfriend from university and now they have a daughter together. So they live together with Nicolette's parents, who are very snobby, and they haven't yet accepted Brendan into their family because he comes from a middle class family. So now with a granddaughter in hand, hopefully this family will start to turn around. So this is Brooklyn. She's Nicolette's mother. She wants a fancy house, she's materialistic, and she's a snob. And for her career, I have chosen some sort of a charity worker, charity organizer as part of the politician career. This is Frederick, the dad. So he is a collector, he's hot-headed, he's non-committal. I tried to make him look very pompous, you know, kind of like he owns several yachts and he has a lot of yacht parties and goes to golf clubs. And this is their daughter, Nicolette, who is actually a real sweetheart. So Nicolette here, she is family oriented, she likes music, she's a good person, and she just wants to have a big happy family. And her husband, Brendan here, he's also a really nice guy. So he loves Nicolette, wants to be with her. He's romantic and he's ambitious. You know, he wants to be accepted by his father-in-law. And so he's really aiming towards that while they work in the same company. And lastly, their daughter, Pearl, who is just an angel. So, you know, the three of them are really quite cute and it's really up to the grandparents to start accepting them. So here we have their two dogs, Louis, the poodle puppy, and Francine, the Afghan hound. So I tried to choose more prestigious breeds for this family since they're supposed to be a more well-off family. All right, let's get started in making their house. So for the Hobbs family, I chose a lot in the kind of upper class neighborhood of Willow Creek, where I plan to have a lot of more affluent families and bigger mansions and things like that. So I chose one of the lots that's actually facing the Goth family because I thought it would be quite fun to compare them. These two families are very different. So the Goth family, you know, their house looks kind of scary and spooky, like a haunted mansion. And I wanted the Hobbs family mansion to be the opposite of that. So I went for a colonial style mansion, which is very historical and traditional. And I wanted the exterior to be very bright, lots of white, you know, the mansion has to look well maintained, and it's going to have a big backyard, and they're supposed to be hosting lots of parties and things like that because, as you know, the grandparents, they're quite snobby, and so they probably want to show off their house very often. So that's what I had in mind when I was building this mansion here. And of course, I wanted it to suit this family who looks so perfect and nice on the outside, but on the inside, you know, they're quite materialistic and snobby, and so the inside will be quite luxurious as well. So now with the interior floor plan here, adding a main foyer with a big staircase. The ground floor is going to have kind of the big grand rooms, so the dining rooms, the kitchen, the living room, a powder room, and things like that. And all of the bedrooms will be on the second floor. So just finishing up here, the front and the back are exactly the same, you know, with the same parts sticking out. And then I'm thinking the backyard, there'll be an area for tea time and things like that. So I'm just replicating basically what the front side looks like with the back side here. I really like how this mansion looks. I feel like it's very traditional, it's very pretty, and it's kind of like a princess would live here almost. And because of the shape, it was really easy to just sort out the floor plans here. All the rooms are very square and it all just kind of works out. So here we are just finishing up the floor plan of the ground floor, adding the pillars, adding the other rooms like the laundry rooms and things like that. And then upstairs here we have the bedrooms. So my plan is that the grandparents, they have the master bedroom. There's going to be their own bathroom attached. And then Nicolette and Brendan, they also have kind of a master bedroom. It's just as big with their own bathroom. And then Pearl will also have her own bedroom with her own washroom. So that's everything on the second floor there. For the floors, I chose a lot of the lighter marbles. this kind of like creamy beige color. And for the accent color, I went with like a pale blue. I was really going for like almost a Cinderella vibe here. And so all of the wallpapers are pretty much blue or white, except for Pearl's room, which is going to be pink. So adding all the chandeliers and the lights, I also squeezed in a study or a den in the ground floor here for Frederick and Brendan to do the business work, and also for Brooklyn to do any charity work organizing as well. Adding long curtains to make it look very fancy. And now we will begin decorating with the kitchen. So the kitchen, I chose a very white / light blue kitchen cabinet, chose the older stove. So this is quite similar to the kitchen in the Goth family's house. I was thinking this house, it's a bit older, it's not super modern or renovated. It just has that antique and traditional vibe. Added a big kitchen counter here with the sink and the hanging pots and pans. So this is quite a large kitchen, that's for sure. And it's going to have all the necessities that the Sims would need. I do try not to include a microwave in these big mansions, and that's mostly because I feel like, they have chefs and things like that, so they wouldn't really be using the microwave that often. All of their food and meals would be prepared fresh. That's kind of what I was hoping for when I was building this kitchen. But yeah, I included things like the tea machine, because they're going to have afternoon tea, dishwasher, so all of those things are still included in this kitchen. And when I was decorating the countertops, because as you can see, there's a lot of countertops, I also tried to decorate it with fancier items like dishes, flowers, teacups, and things like that they might leave out, that might be nice for guests to see. So basically, I just really decorated all of the islands along the side here, but your Sims will still have plenty of counter space to do their cooking for gameplay because of the big island in the middle. So yeah, in general, I wanted this kitchen to look very bright and airy, and I wanted to feel like, there's always someone in the kitchen here, and the whole house just smells like freshly baked cookies. That's kind of the vibe that I was going for here for this kitchen. Even added like the fresh herbs, some more teapots. And because the ceilings are so high, I added quite a lot of things here on the wall just to, I guess, make up for that space. I didn't want to leave it empty, and I didn't want the cabinets to be too low either. So I added some wine on the wall there, some more flowers, and some doggy treats, of course, for their 2 dogs. So that's pretty much it for the kitchen. Over here, this is going to be the dining room, and I also fit in the bar in this room, so perfect for parties, banquets, anything like that. Again, I chose very fancy tables and chairs. I added the high chair for Pearl since she's just a toddler, and I added some more windows and another cabinetry to display some of their dishes. I feel like, maybe they're really into collecting these kind of teacups and things like that, so I added a bit more of that onto the side there. Added more fresh flowers. I just feel like it really makes the place look more well maintained. And then for this wall behind the bar, I didn't want to add any more painting, so I added like a wall sculpture instead, and I thought that looked really fancy, so I kept it. And this here is going to be where the 2 dogs will be eating. Just right now, I'm just adding some wall lights. I feel like it's quite dim in here, but I didn't want to add any more ceiling lights. So in the foyer here we have a little sitting area with the mirror. And over here, I'm just adding another console table with some more decorative items, maybe some things to show off their fancy house, some more art, some more sculptures, things like that. That's what I was going for. And then over here, we have quite a long living room. So I put the fireplace right in the middle, and I added a lot of bookshelves and things like that. Added the TV. So the main sitting area is going to be like right in the middle of this room. And then of course we still have the left and the right side for more activities. So I went with the blue sofa again, very fancy looking, very antique style, and I chose big rugs to show off just how large this space is. So yeah, this is the main living room, I guess, slash sitting area with the TV here. And then I'm just adding a lot of blue flowers, roses, plants. And then on the side here, I decided to add the grand piano with another sitting area where someone can read a book or just listen to Nicolette play the piano. And here I'm adding a chess table so your Sims can build their logic skills, and a little area here for the pets, as well as a round table for casual dining or other types of conversations. You can sit in there and talk. This is going to be a study slash den. So pretty simple. I had 2 chairs, a desk, and the computer. So I believe that may be the only computer in this house. So if your Sims need the computer for work, they'll all have to go to this one room for it. Over here we have the powder room, which is just the toilet and the sink. Again, I tried to choose similar styled antique furniture. And then here we have the little laundry room, which is very blue looking. So that's pretty simple. I didn't do anything too fancy with that. And then we have like a small foyer in the back here that leads to the backyard. So outside here, this is the front yard actually. So I'm just doing the landscaping now, adding some plants, some shrubs, some trees to decorate the front and make it look more, I guess, elegant and magnificent. Adding the bushes there and lots of flowers, that's for sure. So I didn't go too ham here with the front yard, but I did add, like the garbage, the mailboxes, all those necessary items. I even added a little fountain there and an outdoor patio set if they want to be eating out in the front yard where all their neighbors can see them. And then back here behind the gate, so this is the backyard. Similar landscaping, I just kind of copied what was in the front there since it's supposed to be symmetrical. So that was pretty simple. And then back here, I am adding more space and activities for them to have fun, such as the pool here. This is a pretty decent sized pool. I didn't want it to be rectangular, so I went with this shape. And so the Hobbs family and the dogs, they could enjoy the summer outside in the backyard with their little pool. And just adding, again, similar plants and shrubs and outdoor lighting that the front yard has. Adding some items to relax. And over here, I wanted to have like an outdoor gazebo area where they can have fancy tea. So I thought that kind of underarching flower thing was pretty. Moving on to the second floor here. So I have this like weird giant nook hallway. So I thought this would be the perfect spot for the dogs to sleep and for where they can hang out if they want to be by themselves. So both dogs, they're gonna sleep here. There's gonna be a little sitting area. So Pearl, probably hangs out a lot in the space when she comes out of her bedroom to play with the dogs. And this here, so this is going to be Brooklyn and Frederick's bedroom. So this is like the grand master bedroom. And when I was choosing furniture, again, I wanted it to be similar furniture for all the other rooms. So here I added a fireplace. I chose a lot of blue. I used the same sofas from the living room. And I chose kind of a fancier looking blue bed for them. And they have their own sitting area slash library on that side. And then on this side, they have the dressing area, I guess, the wardrobe area with the dressing screen and things like that. So this bedroom, it's very fancy looking. There's a lot of space. You can definitely like section this off into multiple bedrooms if you wanted to, but I'm keeping it this big. And this is their master bathroom here. I'm giving them a nice bathtub, 2 sinks, fancy looking mirrors. And it's kind of awkward for me to decorate large bathrooms because I feel like there's not a lot of items I can really put in there. So I tried my best to fill up the space there. I even added like a makeup table in this room because I had room for it. So I feel like Brooklyn, she spends a long time getting ready and she wants to look good in front of like the other housewives with the neighborhood. So that's why I added that there. I could have definitely fit it into the bathroom. This here is the bathroom for Nicolette and Brendan. So I used all the same furniture. The items are placed in a different spot just because it's a different shape. But basically the bathrooms are all very similar. And here, this is their bedroom, so it's a lot smaller than the grandparents, but it's still really big. You know, I was still able to fit in a private sitting area for them, all the dressers, the makeup table, so everything's almost exactly the same. I did choose a different blue colored bed, so that's a little different, but aside from that, all the same furniture was used. And this bedroom is right across the hall from Pearl's little bedroom, so that way they can kind of check in on each other if need be. It's right across the hall. Yeah, so this little bathroom here, this is going to be Pearl's bathroom, so it's a lot smaller, but I was still able to squeeze in everything that the other bathrooms had. She doesn't need a double sink, so that worked out really easily in my opinion. And I just added more pink items in her room. So, you know, she gets a pink bed, she has a smaller bed, of course, just one nightstand, and she has a little desk for her to do her homework, or to draw or to write, and she has this giant playhouse, giant stuffed animal. You know, I tried to make her look very spoiled with her toys, even though she's just an angel. And of course, she has her little changing area there as well. So I'm just finishing up now with Pearl's bedroom. I tried to give her a painting that was more fitting for a child. You know, you don't want to have like an old person painting on your wall, so I chose some sunflowers. And I just decorated the rest of the hall, and that's pretty much it. So this is the final mansion for the Hobbs family. It's very light colored, lots of blues, Cinderella looking. It also has enough room and available items for 2 dogs or 2 pets. And they have a backyard perfect for entertaining. So thank you for watching, guys. And I can't wait until my save file is ready for you all. If you have any suggestions on what I should build next, please leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Toodles!